prefer their own company over socializing. And I say that because I'm that type of person. I really prefer my own company opposed to just socializing. And I feel like I'm like this because I'm just so self-aware of myself. Not to toot my own horn. And I think that just comes with maturity. I enjoy getting out, hanging out with people, and just spending quality time with people I care about, my friends and family members, things of that nature. But honestly, I really prefer my own company opposed to just socializing with other people. And yeah, I really do. I have really been, thinking about this, and I wanted to talk about it because I feel like, a lot of people don't really just say it. And, because, we live in a society where people feel like they have to be here, there, and everywhere. You know what I mean? And I think for me, I've always pretty much so been like this. Like I stated, I enjoy hanging out. Back in the day, just, really just going out clubbing, things of that nature, I enjoyed those things. But I knew deep down in my soul and my spirit that I really preferred my own company opposed to socializing. And yes, if you don't know who I am, my name is Martha. On this channel, I talk about becoming a content creator over the age of 50, finding your purpose, fashion, beauty, menopause, relationships, self-care, just everything that pertains to a mature woman and coming from a perspective of a mature woman. So yes, like I stated, I really prefer my own company opposed to socializing. I really do. And sometimes I just sit back and I just think, Martha, what is that all about? What is that really all about? And I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy spending time with other people. I do, because I know I'm not antisocial. I'm not lonely. I'm just self-aware of who I am. I have self-awareness. And I think I've always been like that. Not to toot my own horn. I just always felt like I knew who I was. I didn't have to put on a show to other people. I just had the confidence to know who I was, what I wasn't going to do, what I'm not going to take from someone, all of the things. So, but I don't know if someone may take that as if though I'm being funny or something. I don't know, but I know that I'm not that type of person. I just enjoy my own company. I really do. I prefer to just really, for the most part, be at home, doing what I'm going to do on my deck, just chilling and just, thinking about so many different things. And I think we live in a society where, people feel like we always have to be moving and grooving and doing this and that when we really don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you really know who you are, you don't, in my opinion, you wouldn't feel that urge to always be on the go and moving and doing all these things and, just hanging here, hanging there, always feeling like you have to be in a crowd of people, And I think society have really just put that on us. But I think things are kind of slowing down with most people nowadays because the world is so different now. You have to really be aware of your surroundings, because again, the world is so different. But for me, I've always been like that. I can think back when I was growing up and hanging out with some of my friends, and when some of the friends, I don't know if you can relate to this, as teenagers, you know how you have certain girlfriends may be closer to one of you all and the other one may feel a little jealous or left out. That didn't bother me at all. I didn't have issues like that. I just rolled with the punches. You know what I'm saying? If I knew that we were cool, we had each other back, it didn't bother me. I didn't have those thoughts of someone being taken away as a friend, but I had friends that were like that was jealous of another friend, thinking that someone were more closer than they were with that person. It was just really weird. But those things didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all, But yeah, I just really prefer my own company opposed to socializing. And sometimes I think, is something wrong? And then I have to say, no, there's nothing wrong, Martha. You just enjoy your own company. I just really enjoy my peace, my sanity. I just enjoy, just looking at the trees, looking at the sky. If I'm going someplace, I'll, make sure I have me a good drink or something, I can just sit back and I can just people watch, and you'll be surprised when you just sit back and you just watch people and you can figure out, if someone is angry with someone, just their demeanor, how they're carrying themselves. It's just pretty wild, but I just really enjoy my own company, And comment below and tell me if you've ever felt like this. Do you feel like this? Because I know I can't be the only one in the world that feels like this. I know it's a thing where people really enjoy their own company opposed to socializing. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because I think when you at that point in your life where you feel like you don't have to be around everyone and you just prefer your own company, that's just a level of maturity. And I think it has a lot to do with age as well. So yeah, but you all comment below and tell me your thoughts on this. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.